Hey everybody, thanks for clicking on Liz the One TV. I'm your girl Liz the One. It's time to gossip like a diva. So I'm about to gossip like a diva all over this issue. So I was supposed to do a live a while ago about Dr. Umar Johnson and the fraud or the scam of him opening up a school. But what I'm going to do right now is, because I have not got all the information back that I requested, I'm just going to start off with something simple, and it should be common sense. Since we all have Google at our fingertips, we can look up what it takes to open up a school in the state of Delaware, since he claims that that's where his school is. So I'm just going to start off with that first. So the first thing is, there is a website, and it should be flashing across your screen, and I'm also going to put it in the description box below, that you can go if you want to open up a non-public school. So he says that his school, the FDMG, Frederick Douglass Marcus Garvey Academy, IMIOPP, LGT, whatever school, is supposed to be a private school. So on this page it says, welcome to Delaware non-public schools. So there are two types of main schools, or like home schools, or you can do it private. So on this page they give you what it is for private schooling. But let's just start, even if you don't want to go there, you can go to Google and Google how to open a private school, right? So first he said that once he supposedly, and I say that air quoting, once he supposedly acquired the FDMG Academy in Delaware, he said that he would have the school open by August 2019, but now he's saying it's August 2020. So even if you did believe that the school was going to be open by next year, even though this is like the 15th, 20th time that he's moved the goalpost, there's no way in hell that the school is going to be open next year, and I'm going to tell you how. So let's go to wikihow.com/start-a-private-school. So basically, and it starts off, starting a private school is a long-term process that takes no less, I repeat, no less than 2 years. Okay, so it's going to take no less than 2 years. So right now, I can tell you right now, he's going to move the goalpost again. Okay, so if you're thinking that he's going to open that school up in 2020, he's going to move it again. So, and I'm going to put the link below in the description box as well. So, okay, so basically, you would have to choose a school structure first. And then it's something going across the screen about application for recognition of exemption, blah, 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 blah. And it says, decide if the school will be for-profit or non-profit. See, basically, since it's a school, it's a business, and it's a private school, so it's a business. Now, you can opt to run it as a 501c3 as a nonprofit, or it could be a for-profit. But, since he's, such an honorable, upstanding citizen of Black society, I'm pretty sure it would be nonprofit. Okay, but it says to assemble a private school, if your school is nonprofit, so we're just going to assume it's going to be nonprofit, you need a committee. You need a committee. So these are people that will work with you to basically make crucial decisions about the school's future, to select the location. So we supposedly already have a location, and hire faculty. Every time you hear him, he tells you where to send his resumes. I have not seen anyone that's working with him that will be on the board, that will be viewing resumes or anything like that. Okay, and then it says the members will eventually become the core members of your board of directors. Okay, so committee members should be experts in different areas. From what I see, since he doesn't work well with others and no one really wants to work with him, or no one professional at least, what board committee, they have to be experts in their field. So in different areas, including education, legal, accounting, business, and construction. We haven't seen any building inspectors in the building, this rundown building that he's supposed to be running. We have seen no lawyers. We know he's not accounting for the money, because he claims that he paid $400,000 for this school, but he claims that he has $750,000 in GoFundMe money. So he claims that he paid $400,000 for this school. He should have $350,000 left. I'm pretty sure, and I can't confirm this, per se, but I believe that he's collected more than $1 million in GoFundMe money, but it can't be confirmed. But on this, it says that, you need somebody for accounting purposes. If this school is tax exempt nonprofit, then somebody has to account for the money. But whenever it's asked of him where the money is, who's accounting for the money, then, we get a bunch of problems. Okay, so if you aren't sure who to ask to become a committee member, reach out to other private schools in your area. So we don't know of any private schools in his area. We don't know. He hasn't done any tours. He hasn't talked to anybody that runs a school. His channel is King Kong Consciousness, and he's always posted on there, even if the material is just there to embarrass himself. He posts on there regularly. Okay. Decide if you like to manage a day school or a boarding school. Now, I'm going to assume a boarding school because he always says, send your sons to me. And I've looked on his Instagram, and he doesn't take any pictures with young black boys, really. He doesn't, any counseling sections of him actually talking to the kids. He's either talking to their mothers, or he's taking pictures with a bunch of women, or he's got girls on there that have just graduated from high school talking about, this queen in the future, blah, 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 if you go to his Instagram. Okay, so let's go. It says, determine the grade levels for your private school. And he's still undecided. So when we see that he put people's lives in danger by going into that school, that closed up, boarded up school that is vacant, because I checked, and even though you can go on there and change the names of things that you want it to be, it says that the building is vacant. So I checked, and there are a lot of other people who have channels that will tell you not to donate to this guy, and they have gone above and beyond the call of duty to get people to see that this is a fraud. So what I'm doing now is, for people that follow me or are subscribers of this channel, I'm trying, if you have donated or know somebody that is donating, I would like you to ask them to stop. So the next, it says to find a building to house your private school. So he claims that he has that school in Delaware. And then it says create a business plan for finding and funding. Okay, I'm gonna say that again. Create a business plan for finding and funding. So write a business plan. So we know that he doesn't have a business plan because, whenever we ask for one, he gets mad at the people. Now, I've been smart enough not to donate anything to him because I said it a long time ago. People like this like to play off your emotions. They always go above and beyond the call of duty to talk bad about the black church, how it's supposedly pimping the community, even though not every black church is bad, but they go out and they try to pimp the community, and they get people with subpar intelligence. So we're just trying to wake more people up. So when it says to do this, it says create a 5-year business plan. I know that there's no way in hell that he would be able to sit down and write a 5-year business plan because, he's begging for handouts and donations. Most school districts, it takes millions of dollars. I repeat, millions. And I said that plurally because it takes millions of dollars to get these schools up and running, because really, that's just what it takes to pay faculty for supply and things of that nature. There's no way that he would be able to keep begging poor black people for donations to run this school. It would just be shut down. So it says determine the budget. I'm pretty sure it says starting a private school from scratch is an expensive undertaking. On average, starting a private school in the U.S. costs $1 million. The same undertaking is in the U.K., which is 930,000 pounds. So to start it, you need donors. You cannot keep going around $5 and $10 everybody else to death. And to start it off, I know he talks about how bad the white man is, and he rails against the USA, but you have to understand you live here. So in order to run a school, your school has to be accredited. Otherwise, you're just going through a worthless program, and you're not going to have a future. You're not going to get a diploma. You won't be able to get into a college or anything like that. So whether he likes it or not, he's going to have to go talk to the white man, and he's going to have to get his school accredited. You see what I'm saying? The same way if you were going to college and at the end of it, you expect a degree to show, hey, I completed this program, I would like to be employed, or I would like to start a business in the field that I got my degree in. It has to be accredited. What is the point of going to a college or like a private college, a community or a university and not having an accredited degree? It's going to be worthless. It makes no sense. So you cannot go K through 12 and not have accredited credits really to get that diploma. That diploma matters. It has to be accredited. So you can sit up here and claim that you opening up the FDMG, WEB, Du Bois, whatever academy it is you opening, but it has to be accredited. At the end, and I said I wasn't going to make this video too long. At the end, it would have to be accredited. So, it does matter. So, he sits up and he brags about his so-called credentials, which I'm still trying to verify. But he had to go to a white man, a white institution to get those credentials if he has them. To get those credentials, but he's sitting up here telling you that, you shouldn't rely on a white man. And I don't think that you should rely on anybody, but you're going to have to go do business with the United States of America to get the school accredited for people to be able to move on to the next level. Okay, so our education is measured by the country that we live in. So hiring key staff and faculty, your board is supposed to do that. It says hire administrative staff and open the business office. So you're supposed to have a business office and things of that nature. But we know we can't account for any of the money that he's spending. Interview and hire at least 4 faculty members. Okay, so, and then you have to sit down and write out school policies. We have seen no documentation as far as accounting, legal, nothing. Okay, now then you have to register and open the school. So what I did was on this website that I provided below, there's a section that you click for private schools, and on there, like on the general private school there's a, what am I trying to say? There is a email address there that you can email, and I'm waiting for a response that I've emailed them from LIZTHEONE@gmail.com, soliciting information, trying to find out if whether or not FDMG is registered, because if it's not registered, and the district would have to approve you for it, if it's not registered, then the school is not a valid school. So far I found no evidence of the school being valid, but I'm just waiting, because once I get my response, I'm going to put it up on the screen so you guys can see that I'm actually doing this research. And I've been doing more research. So on the live that I was supposed to do, my Hotep Hustler series, which I'm still going to do, I was trying to verify degrees. So what I do know, like in programs with nurse practitioner and stuff like that, for a long time, up until a few years ago, you could have a master's degree and work as a nurse practitioner, but now you actually have to have your doctorate. So I'm trying to figure out if in psychology is something similar. Maybe he has the master's degree, but he doesn't have the doctorate, but I have not been able to verify any degrees. So I'm still working on that. I've cast a few nets. I'm waiting on the information. So as soon as the information comes to me, I will put it out for you guys. But I just wanted to get the ball rolling and let you guys know. And like I said, it was a while back, about Dr. Malachi York seems to be like the blueprint that they're following. But the problem is Malachi York was never a doctor. His name was Dwight York. He was never a doctor. Okay, but he called himself a doctor, so just beware. And like I said, just don't give any of your money to this person, because you would have to go to Delaware to get the curriculum approved. So on this, it says the DDOE does not maintain or retain any academic records of private school students, and that just means the students. But you would have to figure out like the curriculum. You would have to figure out like diplomas. You would have to go through a state assessment. So the white man is going to be coming into your school. They don't necessarily recommend, like, you don't have to teach European history, but the political sciences that he keeps saying that he's gonna teach the kids, you need regular science too. Chemistry, biology, you have to have all of these things. We live in a global economy, and to not have technology and things of that sort, and mathematics, which is just basically the foundation of everything, it's a universal language, you would be like leaving our kids behind. Basically, they would not be able to compete in a global world, because if you don't have math, you really don't have anything. So I'm going to put these websites below in the description box. You guys go ahead and click the subscribe button, click the share button, and that's really not even it. But I have to go to work because I work for a living. So I'm going to go to work, and I'm going to put this information up. Like I said, everything will be in the description box. And then join me on the next segment. We'll gossip like a diva on my new Hotep Hustle series, because there's a lot of them out there. It's getting ridiculous. It's not making any sense, and none of, like, people are supposed to be so conscious and so woke, but they're not doing anything about these people that are sitting up here scamming like the black community. Now, there are a lot of good channels out there of people that are taking these people to task. But I just feel like at this point, more needs to be done. So that's really all I'm going to say. I got to get going to work. You guys have a blessed day. And don't forget to subscribe to Liz the One TV. Peace out.